The simulation begins on February 28, 2026. A massive, preemptive wave of U.S. and Israeli airstrikes launches simultaneously, targeting Iranian military bases and nuclear facilities. The response is immediate. Iran unleashes a coordinated swarm of ballistic missiles and attack drones across the region. The sheer volume of this counterattack is designed to overwhelm advanced defense networks like the Iron Dome. The Iron Dome is an air defense system designed to intercept and destroy short-range rockets and artillery shells. This attack pushes the interceptors to their mathematical breaking point. When the mathematical limit is breached, the shield fails. Missiles strike urban centers directly, sending plumes of dark smoke over residential settlements and causing massive civilian casualties. This specific sequence of events is actively mapped out by global military planners today. They run this exact simulation to prepare for a worst-case scenario. The destruction extends far beyond the Middle East. The immediate secondary target sits in the water. The conflict instantly creates a blockade at the Strait of Hormuz. A massive percentage of the world's daily oil supply is suddenly cut off from international markets. With the global energy grid choked, superpowers are forced to intervene to protect their economic interests, deploying aircraft carriers and naval fleets to secure the trade routes. These two nations share no physical borders. They were once deep strategic allies, yet today they are the primary drivers of a potential global conflict. In 1948, the relationship began with cooperation. When the State of Israel was formed, Iran was among the first countries to officially recognize it. Under the Iranian monarchy, the two nations built a deep economic and military partnership, trading oil for agricultural technology and defense equipment. The partnership shattered in 1979. The Iranian monarchy was overthrown in a revolution, installing an entirely new political structure. The newly installed regime under Ayatollah Khomeini explicitly adopted anti-Zionism as a core pillar of its ideological identity. This political reversal rewired the power dynamics of the Middle East, laying the structural groundwork for decades of continuous hostility. Since a direct conflict is too costly, they fight a proxy war. A proxy war is a conflict where two powers use third parties as substitutes to fight each other directly. This allows them to project power without triggering an immediate full-scale declaration of war. Iran funds and arms highly organized militant groups. By backing Hezbollah in Lebanon, they establish a permanent, heavily armed presence directly on Israel's northern border. A parallel strategy operates to the south. By utilizing Hamas in Gaza, complete with mounted rockets and offensive capabilities, they effectively squeeze their target from multiple sides. Israel responds with a kinetic counter-strategy. They execute precise airstrikes against weapon shipments and Iranian military assets stationed in Syria, disrupting the supply lines. For decades, this shadow war has functioned exactly as designed. It allows both nations to consistently degrade each other's capabilities without crossing the hard line into total mutual destruction. A new destabilizing element threatens to break that stalemate. Iran has been steadily advancing the capabilities inside its nuclear facilities. Israel maintains an uncompromising military doctrine regarding this development. They view an Iranian nuclear weapon as an existential threat, one that would mandate a preemptive strike. The pursuit of nuclear capability changes the math. It takes a balanced proxy conflict and adds a hard, unavoidable deadline. This conflict is driven by the cold-blooded pursuit of power and regional influence. The true nature of the struggle is regional hegemony. Regional hegemony is the status of a single state that possesses overwhelming military, economic, and political power within its geographical area. Both nations are pursuing absolute leverage over Middle Eastern power dynamics. This diagram shows the mechanics of that struggle. Proxies and nuclear programs are levers manipulating regional power. When United States military backing drops onto the Israeli side, the scale heavily tips. To compete with this immense strength, Iran aggressively multiplies its asymmetric warfare assets. Viewing these interactions through pure geopolitical math shows a systematic and predictable cycle. Which brings us back to the 2026 scenario. The pressures of proxy warfare and nuclear deadlines are actively compressing. The chain reaction is already plotted out. The moment the shadow war escalates into direct combat, the global energy economy shatters, dragging the world's superpowers directly into the fray. It is easy to view this strictly as a tabletop simulation, But proxies are already trading fire across borders, and nuclear centrifuges are already spinning. The widespread conflict in this simulation is the mathematical inevitability of the current geopolitical trajectory, waiting to happen unless the cycle is actively broken.
ಇನ್ನೂ ಈ ತರಹ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅನಿಸಿಕೆನ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ಹೌದು.
ಸಿಗೋಣ ಮುಂದಿನ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.